Join us this time as we stop over at Kirroughtree Visitor Centre in the Galloway Forest. We take a drive along Loch Doon before we reach our next stop at Culzean Castle Caravan Park. Good morning.
Morning.
So we are saying goodbye to Criffel View today, and we're heading for our next stopover, which is in the Galloway Forest, and it's called
Kirroughtree
Visitor Centre.
Kirroughtree Visitor Centre.
We have called there before, haven't we, just for the day, and we noticed that they'd done stopovers and it's about £7 a night, so we thought we'll give it a try.
Yeah, so if it doesn't work out for some reason, then well, we've not really got a plan B, have we?
Yeah, we've no plan B, I'm afraid, so it's fingers crossed we get on there tonight. So we'll head that way, Dave.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. We've just stopped off at Clatteringshaws Visitor Centre.
We're having a walk to see Bruce's stone.
So in 1306 Robert Bruce seized the empty throne of Scotland but was immediately defeated by the English and became a fugitive. The legend has it that he rested against this stone, but he probably didn't.
Well, he might have done, but then again he might not.
We'll never know, will we?
Never know. You know what I was randomly thinking, Dave, while I was in the van?
Go on.
New potatoes. Do you remember when we seen that honesty box? We were talking about eggs, that's what made me think about it. And one time we were somewhere and there was an honesty box for new potatoes.
Right.
And they were really muddy.
Yes, they were, I remember. I don't know where it
I
was.
don't know where we were, it's a while ago, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was saying though, you never get new potatoes that taste like new potatoes anymore, and they did. So I've got a longing now for new potatoes covered in mud, if we can find some.
When the sun goes down.
So we're just arriving now at Kirroughtree Visitor Centre to see if there's any spaces. We're torn a little bit because it looks a bit brighter at the coast, but we're going to see what spaces there are here. And also there's a cafe here which might be open, which we may grab a little bit of lunch. We'll see. We've been here before, haven't we? We've parked up just to go for a walk.
We're on our way home from Ireland.
Yeah. We haven't stayed overnight or anything. Did we go to the cafe here last time?
Yeah.
We did, didn't we? Yeah, had a little shop, didn't it? I remember going in looking for a Highland coo.
I'm sure we had our breakfast here actually.
Yeah. Well, I think we're alright for spaces, Dave, anyway. It looks like there's plenty. So it seems it's £4 to park for the day, which you can pay by coins, but if you want to stay overnight, it's £7. So you have to download the app and do that on the app. So we're going to put the £4 into parking for the day, and we'll go and have some lunch and decide whether we're going to stay here for the night or we're going to go over to the coast. We'll just have some lunch at the cafe.
Yeah,
Very
fantastic.
nice.
Little cafe there. I had chips and curry, and Valerie had, well, she had two dinners.
Didn't?
You did.
Well, I thought it'd only be a little cheese and ham toasty, and it was quite big, and I also ordered chips. So I left most. Yeah, it's a great place to walk here. You can walk forever. And there's also a lot of bike trails, isn't there?
Yeah, if you've got a bike, a mountain bike, then this is the place to come.
Yeah, and tonight is supposed to be, well, it's a dark sky area here, isn't it?
Yeah, so we're hoping that the clouds will clear and we'll get a bit of footage of the stars.
Yeah, we're hoping to see some stars tonight.
That's our plan.
Yeah.
So you can park here for £7 overnight. You have to be self-contained in a motorhome.
Yeah, there's little picnic benches dotted everywhere. It's quite popular, isn't it, I think?
So you have to download the Ring Go app in order to pay for the parking, apparently. So I've downloaded the app, but I don't think you can pay until after the event, so But
You've got
looks a bit,
72 hours though, haven't you?
you have to pay you £7.
£7's pretty reasonable, I think, to park.
It's reasonable.
I know there's no facilities here, is there? But
No, there's no facilities, but you've got the cafe there. So we're staying here tonight, and then tomorrow we're heading over towards the coast at Culzean. I think it's pronounced Cullen, it's actually spelt Culzean. And we're staying at the Campervan Caravan Club campsite there.
yeah, we've got about, is it 3 nights we have booked?
Booked 3 nights for that. Booked 3 nights there, so that should give us a bit of time to go and visit a few things in the area. So Val was a bit scared of staying here overnight because it's in a forest
I am
and
not.
she's frightened of birds.
Find a place to be alone. Look into your eyes, feeling butterflies. We could dance under the stars, fall into each other's arms. Nowhere else we need to be.
Good morning.
Morning.
So we had a lovely stopover at Kirroughtree Visitors Centre. Really recommend that if you're around this area and you need a stopover to go here. It was lovely and peaceful last night. The stars were just gorgeous. It's a dark sky area, as we said yesterday. We went out last night to have a look at the stars and they're just beautiful. Lovely dog walks. So today we are heading north towards the coast, but we've got a couple of places we may stop on the way, so we'll catch you when we get there. Sign on the road though for red squirrels.
Yeah.
Isn't it strange that all the places we've been we've never seen a red squirrel?
It's true, isn't it? I've never seen a red squirrel.
I know they're rare, but you would think we'd have spotted one, wouldn't you? I mean, we've been in places that are quite remote.
Maybe we should go on squirrel watch. See if we can find one.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. We'll stalk one.
It's stole one.
Squirrel stalking.
I think they're quite good at hiding though, aren't they? And the sun's come out.
Where's it sunshine here?
It's supposed to be like this for a couple of days, I think, isn't it? Yeah. And then rain at weekend, but it's okay. We've got a few days before we have to worry about the rain, so we'll enjoy the sun. I love this weather. Autumn weather. Nice and sunny and cold. And then all the wasps have gone.
You should stay. Memories for our house to hold. We'll carry till we're grey and old. So hold on to what we know we have. Hold on to moments that we've shared. Hold on if all we have is just each other. Everything will be fine. Just hold on. Just hold on.
Yeah, Dave, a little fixer-upper for us.
Destination is on the right.
Would you sort that out for me? Yeah.
Loch Doon Castle. So we're here at Loch Doon.
Better in a Scottish accent, wouldn't it, really?
Loch Doon. Loch Doon.
Only we can't do a Scottish accent. Beautiful here. The loch is absolutely gorgeous. So Doon Castle, it seems, was built in the early 14th century on the large island in the loch. It says in 1935 to 6, when the water level was to be raised for a hydroelectric scheme, the castle's fine ashlar masonry was dismantled and re-erected here.
Yeah, so they took it apart and rebuilt it here.
Wall cores and later buildings were left on the partly submerged island, so there must be still a little bit of it left.
Have a look round it.
You know what, Dave, I still think a little bit of work and you could fix this up for us.
Tessie, come out of the mud. It's always got to be mud.
Likes a bit of mud, don't Tess? Might need a little bit more work than I thought, Dave.
Just a bit.
Oh, look at the view over here from this window. Touch this stone and it's been here since the 13th century.
Well, yeah, the stone originally was, yeah.
Somebody else has touched this once, I bet.
Yeah,
From
700
13th
years
century.
ago.
Yeah.
Emergency rescue pole. It's a pole that you extend to pull somebody out of the water if they're stuck.
Alright. So here we are at Culzean Castle, camping and caravanning club site. I think it's just round to your right, Dave, reception. Just up here, see. Here we are. We're all pitched up.
We're all pitched up here. It's
Got
Cullen.
our coffee.
Yeah, having a brew. Cullen Camping and Caravan Club site. Cullen Castle is just down the road. So clouded over a little bit now.
Still nice though.
Yeah, it's got a lovely view over to the Isle of Arran and the Kintyre Peninsula in the distance. Dog walk here. Let's see what it's like. We'll check it out. It's a nice little dog walk through the trees valley.
It is, it's nice. And I think if we go quite a bit further up we can get into the castle grounds, can't we?
Yeah, apparently so. So the man on the site tells us normally if you're going into this castle you've got to pay. But apparently because it's a right of way across the castle grounds, you can go in from the campsite without having to pay the £20 entrance fee.
Because we couldn't go in the castle anyway, could we? Is it a castle that's... Is it a castle or is it ruins?
No, it's a proper
castle.
Yeah, proper castle.
We wouldn't be going in the castle itself, would we? Anyway, so...
No, because we can't take the dog in. Well, you can't usually take dogs in. I think it's National Trust, this one.
Well, at least we can have a walk around the grounds.
Yeah.
Or Tess, do you have to go through every bit of mud? Yes, he does.
Tess is insisting in going through all the mud. So what do you think these crops are, Val?
I don't know, is it wheat?
No idea what that is.
Or is it corn? Barley?
Make your mind up. Have you any idea at all?
No, I'm just guessing. They look like it could be any of those. I'll guess at barley. No, I won't.
Yeah, I'm going to have a close up.
Let's have a see what they are.
That isn't wheat. I have no idea what they are.
Can't go across the cattle grid, Tess. That's it.
Tess has realised she has to go round the cattle grid. So I think this is the start of the castle grounds, maybe.
I think we're in the castle grounds. How beautiful is that? Is that a house or is it?
I'm sure if it's part of the castle, isn't it?
Beautiful.
I don't think it's lived in, but it looks at them blinds and all the dead spiders.
Somebody coming in the car.
Rotten windows.
Looks like it's a house.
It is a little house, but it must be part of the castle estate. Well, that looks like Culzean Castle. If anyone's interested in going in, apparently it's £20 unless you're members of the National Trust, and then you can go in. There's the weather station. The weather has been recorded at Culzean since the 19th century, apparently. Dolphin Trail.
Beach is down there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going down to the beach, that little beach there. I don't think we can actually see the actual castle without paying to go in. Yeah, I've spotted a conker. I think the conker, a lot of these are conker trees.
What are conker trees called?
Horse chestnut. Is it?
I think I'm just making it up myself.
Sure, that's what they are.
Maybe.
There's the caravan site over there in the distance. So if we get to the stage where we're completely starving before we get back, then we've always got this conker.
Looks like it's got a face.
Yeah, it is quite a spooky tree, that, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like one of those that would be like in a witch's forest, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's an old tree, that, isn't it?
I would imagine it's a couple of 100 years. Somebody's built a little den here. It's a little playground on the campsite. We're hoping to get a nice sunset tonight. We'll see in a couple of hours.
And the calling open road. Road trip classics on the radio. With your hand tied in mine, there's no such thing as time. Now we can go anywhere you wanna go.
Join us next time as we visit the harbour at Caravan and discover some more attractions around the Ayrshire coast.